What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Dudes Who Bet Daily Show. We've got Magic. We've got Papa Dude. We do not have Somich today. He did send in a pick, though, but Somich getting ready to drive all the way across the country. So we'll give him the day off today. What do you think, Magic? Is that fair?
Today, yes, not tomorrow. Your ass better show up for work tomorrow, though.
Oh, Magic. You're a hard ass, Magic. I tell you what. Papa Dude, good cash for you last night and good cash for Magic at Aqueduct. The two winners are on the show here, so that's good. Luka, for me, gets 21 points in the first quarter, has 31 midway through the third quarter, gets injured. What do you think about that one, Papa Dude? Not good.
Well, I thought the only way you would lose is if it was a blowout, which it was until the end. I never thought about him getting hurt, though. So that is a pretty unlucky bet last night. When he has 21 in the first quarter, he had to get, 34.5? Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah.
And then he has 31 in the third quarter. He needs 2 buckets, and he gets hurt. And they almost lose the game.
I know they almost lost. So not good at all. Somich's horse, a no-show yesterday, but just unexplainable that horse didn't even show up and run well at all. But he's going to bounce back today. What's the matter, Magic? Why are you making that?
I just watched the replay of Doncic hurting his ankle. I wanted to see what that injury was. That was not pretty. Ankles aren't supposed to bend that way.
Yeah, I wasn't watching the game. I was following my phone, and they were up like 30 when it happened. So it's like, yeah, whatever. But I kept thinking they'll come back in. But I didn't know the seriousness of the ankle. So, yeah, does not look good. All right, let's go. Let's get right to it, guys. We don't have a ton of sports to talk about today, but we will kick it off with the Suns and the Celtics. We talk about Celtics almost every day on this show, it seems. They're 9.5 point favorites tonight, but Papa Dude, they were big favorites the other night, and they got the job done. Will they do it again against the Suns?
Well, the Suns are beat up. They're on the road. It's a lot of points. Tempted to take the Suns. I don't think they cover. I'm going Celtics minus 9.5 tonight.
Magic?
I'm going to go with the Celtics on this one. I've been pretty correct with the Celtics on the right side. I said, watch out for the Knicks in that overtime game. And then they were against the Brooklyn Nets. They were favored by 9. They won by 34. I think we have something a little similar here. Boston, a much better team at home than on the road.
Yeah, I like the Celtics here as well. Suns, pretty inconsistent team, like you guys kind of talked about. Total there at 221.5, Papa Dude. That seems low for an NBA game, but, Suns, Celtics, maybe it's going to be a low-scoring game. What do you think of the total?
I like over in this one. I think both teams can score. I think the Celtics are going to get 130 themselves.
Yeah, I thought that was a tad low as well. I called you Somich. Magic, what do you think about the total, 221.5?
Feeling like this might be a little bit of a blowout. I would actually go with the over on this one. I think the Celtics are going to put in a ton of buckets here. It's a matter of if the Suns are able to try and keep up with them. But I'm not great with the totals. I'll be honest about that one. Trying to do the math in my head, it doesn't usually go very well.
All right, well, we'll just move along there, Magic. Gotta love his honesty. Total 241 in this one, so a lot of points here. But let's talk about the game. The Hawks and the Jazz here. This is the most evenly matched game, at least according to the lines at Vegas tonight. Jazz a 1.5 point favorite. They are at home. We'll start with you, Papa Dude. Both teams kind of inconsistent. What do you think of this one?
I can't get either one of them right. Yeah. I think I miss them every time, especially Atlanta. They just bug me. When they're on, they're hard to beat. I think the Jazz are playing way above their head and have all year. They're hanging in there. They really have done well, considering they traded a lot of their good players or lost a lot of their good players. I'm going to take a chance tonight on the Hawks in Utah to get a win. I think they're the type of team that win this kind of game, seems like. So I think that total's too high. I would go under, but I'm going to take the Hawks tonight to win this one. And I'm with Magic, and it's not because I can't do math. I just don't do the over-unders very well at all. I don't like betting those. I don't like betting those. So I'm going to go Hawks plus 1.5 tonight.
The hard thing about the over-unders are you don't know how that game's going to flow. It's like the Dallas game last night. Just so many weird things happened in that game, and if you're betting a total, that's tough to take sometimes. Sylvain, real quickly, he chimes in. He says it's minus 47 Celsius today in Montreal. Sylvain, as you know, I've got family in Plattsburgh, and they are singing the blues as well. Like
Wow.
20 or 25 where they're at today.
What would that be in Fahrenheit? Anybody know?
It's cold is what it is.
Well, I know.
Magic, let's go to you, Hawks and the Jazz here. Who do you like?
I agree with Papa Dew. That's cold. That is very cold there. You know who's not cold at home? The Utah Jazz. They've won 67% of their home games. They've lost
Listen to him.
67% of their road games. On top of that, the Utah Jazz are on a 5-0 streak at home facing teams with a losing road record. Atlanta Hawks 13-15 on the road. The Jazz are also 5-1 straight, or 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games at home overall. So this being Utah at home, I think they actually win pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with Magic. I like the Jazz as well. We're gaining up against.
Okay, I'm changing my bet. I'm changing it.
No, you're not. Too late. Can't change it now. You're going to have to stick with the Hawks. We're going Utah. That means the Hawks probably win it. So it should be a good game tonight. I'm with Magic. I'll take the Jazz at home as well. All right, guys, it's a rivalry as old as time. Let's go to college basketball. Let's go to Yale and Harvard tonight. That's right. That's how thin this lineup is. Yale and Harvard. Yale's a 3-point favorite, even though this game is at Harvard. Okay, Papa Dude, this is your kind of game. Who do you like here?
Man, I think I noticed too. This game starts at 4:00 today. Now it could be because it's so cold. Maybe
these Ivy League games on Friday. There's always one that starts at 4. Yeah.
Okay. For the massive TV ratings, maybe we have the 4, and then we have the 6:00 one that follows that.
Yeah.
Wow. This is not only a basketball. This is a battle of professors, of lawyers. Man, this is really big. Actually, this will be a good game. In fact, the Ivy League slate tonight is really good.
Yeah,
because you have Cornell at Princeton, 2 of the best. I like to bet the Ivy League, but I didn't like anything tonight. I think they're all toss-ups. I took Yale in this game because they're a little better. Magic, I believe, is shaking his head. He must have some trends here on the Yale-Harvard game. I did take Yale, but it wouldn't surprise me if Harvard wins. Like I said, I'm staying completely away from the Ivy League tonight.
All right, Magic. Who do you like?
Just like Rory Gilmore, you made the wrong choice. You went to Yale instead of Harvard. My Gilmore Girls fans will know that, understand that one. That one's actually for Heather if she was listening. Harvard Crimson 5-0 against their spread in their last 5 games versus a team with a winning straight-up record. I actually love the under in this one. These 2 teams have a lot of players that can do the math about what they need to reach to get under 132.5. None of them can score 132.5 combined. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the under. By the way, these 2 teams combined their over-under records this year. 12 overs, 23 unders, 1 push. I'm going to go with the under 132.5 just because statistically, as all those nerds at Harvard and Yale will tell you, that's the way you go in this.
A lot of references I didn't think we'd get on the show today that we just got. I appreciate Magic doing that for us.
Really
I'm with Harvard plus the 3. That'll be a wild crowd. 5:00 Eastern time there at Harvard. I think they're ready to go tonight. All right, let's go one more tonight, or today, I should say. We're going to St. Louis. We're going to Missouri, Papa Dude. Virginia Commonwealth going to be at St. Louis tonight. The Billikens, 3-point favorites in this one. What do you think about the Billikens?
Well, this is a huge game tonight. This is for first place in the Atlantic 10. And Atlantic 10 may only get 1 team in the tournament. They might get 2, and these are the 2 that they might get with. So this is a huge game for the NCAA tournament and for the Atlantic 10. I've seen them both. I saw St. Louis lose the other night. Was not impressed with them, but they played better than that. They have a pretty good atmosphere up there.
Yes.
This is a huge game. They've got their own arena on campus. They used to play where the Blues play. They've got their own now, and they draw very well. I think that home crowd's going to pull them through tonight. I picked VCU at first, but then I went back and changed it. So I'm going to go the Billikens tonight, -3 to win this one. This will be a really good game to watch.
Somich, I did it again. Magic, what do you think about this one?
I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is a Billiken.
That's a good question.
Don't worry about it.
The only big betting trend I could find for this one is that the underdog is 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. But great home record for the Billikens. Maybe because teams spend all their time trying to figure out what is a Billiken instead of figuring out how to stop the Billikens at home. They're 10-2 on their home court. Let's go Billikens, whatever you are. Charming little devil is what it kind of looks like to me.
I think that's about as good as anything right there.
Yep.
What you just said, charming little devil is I'm going to get knocked out of this Gulfstream race right off the bat. All right, that's great. All right, I'm going to go Billikens big time in this one. I almost made this my best bet. I like St. Louis tonight.
No.
I think they get it done. You said it. That home advantage there in St. Louis is pretty strong. So I'm going to go the Billikens tonight. And Mark is a St. Louis guy. He might even be there. Who knows? So, yeah, let's go Billikens. Let's get the job done tonight, Mark. All right, let's go on to the race of the day. Gulfstream Park Race 8. We always do. Seems like Gulfstream Park Race 8. I'm saving Papa Dude for last. Let's go to Magic. They're going 1.5 miles on the turf here, Magic. What do you think?
Smart one. Save the winning pick for last here. I'm going to go with a little bit of an upset. I kind of like the 2 so high at 6-1, and now I'm not so high that I made this pick today. But a horse that's got a lot of speed early, so is going to probably set the pace. They've got that inside draw going into they're going to do 3 turns, so that inside draw is going to be very helpful here. Big jockey upgrade to Javier Castellano. The horse was facing, I would say, much tougher in some of its previous races, including the Grade 1 Man of War. Was only 5th, beaten 2 lengths in that spot at 90-1. I thought that was a pretty good effort. If he can get a little bit comfortable on the front end, I think he's got a good chance to try and take this gate to wire. The breeding says should be able to handle 1.5 miles, no problem here. I was trying to look for a little bit of a price because the favorite 8 inflation adjusted looks pretty scary to me on paper too.
All right, so the 2 so high for Magic. The good news is I do not have that one on top, so we may get another winner here, Papa Dude. You've been killing it again. All right, let's hear it. Who'd you come up with in this one?
Well, I went back and looked at So High because I don't have him picked, so I wanted to make sure I was kind of, didn't miss something, Yeah. All right, he did mention the 8, which I do like the 8. Second last time out, lost by a length, running pretty well. I'm going to go with the 9, 6 minus. It's been running decent in much better races. Some pretty difficult races. A lot of speed in this one. I think it might come off the pace and nip the 8. The 8, I think, is going to get in a little bit of a speed duel here. That's what I'm playing. I like Pletcher and Ortiz Jr. also, and I think the horse has been running better or in better races. So I'm going to go the 9, 6 minus. I like inflation adjusted second. That's the 8. And I go with experience, number 4, third.
All right, there it is. 9, 8, and 4 from Papa Dude today. Any upsetter that you're really worried about? You gave out a good one on Wednesday.
The other day I did, and I played it, and there's another horse in this race that's identical to that 8, and that's the 7. Hoku, I think it is. Mm-hmm. And it's only ran once and broke its maiden, but it was a rinky-dink maiden at Tampa Bay. I can't go there today. I think he's over his head.
All right, well, there you go. My pick is the 8, inflation adjusted. Mike Maker going 1.5 miles on the turf. I like that. I don't think that's ever a bad angle at all. I kind of think this horse, if one's going to kind of stalk the pace, it's this one out of the 3 speed horses that are in the race. I think this outside draw, I think they'll just kind of sit him right off the pace and just kind of make the move at the top of the stretch. He's going to have to hold off 6 minus. He's going to have to hold off So High, who can kind of come with a little bit of run as well. But I'm going to go number 8, inflation adjusted to get the win in this spot today. All right, let's move on to the best bets. We've got 3 horse racing and 1 basketball. So we're going to do the basketball first and then the 3 horse racing. Let's go to Papa Dude. Tell us your best bet of the day.
Well, I'm really worried about this one now. I was very positive on this one. So Dr. Tang sent me his picks, and he's going opposite me tonight.
Well, he's got to miss one eventually.
He does, but he never does. That's the problem. And so I was really confident about this. And I see somebody in the chat was too a while ago. I can't remember who it was. Also, this was his best bet tonight. So I think Dr. Tang is going down tonight. I do. I feel it. These two teams, Boise State, San Diego State, they are identical. By the way, look it up. The Mountain West is a great. By the way, Nick, it's 6. I got it at 6.5 this morning.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, Nick.
Listen, Nick, you got to get up early. Like I do. Anyway, I like this one tonight. I think this is going down to the wire, and I really believe these two teams are so identical. I like that 6.5. So I'm going to go Boise State plus 6.5 against San Diego State. I think San Diego State might win the game, but I do like Boise at 6.5 tonight.
All right, Boise State at 6.5 there for Papa Dude. We'll see if he can get it home. He had a nice win last night. Like I said, never in doubt. Well, it was in doubt the first 5 minutes of the game, and then after that, Washington woke up, played really well. So, yeah, good job there from them. All right, let's go to Somich's best bet now because it is on the board. It is race 2 at Gulfstream Park, and we are 19 minutes away. So we'll see.
I wish it was on right now.
Yeah, I know. I wish we could cover it live. Maybe we'll do that. No, we're not going to stay on that long. Gulfstream Park, race 2, the number 1 horse, Rain. I actually sent this to Somich, and he's so busy he didn't see it, but I wanted to pick this horse as well. So I had to go elsewhere. I gave it to him because, like I said, he's busy, and but to listen, the 3 scratched out of the race. So the 1 is now Lone Speed. Looks like the best horse in the race anyway. So he is going to go Gulfstream Park, race 2, the number 1. Now, here's the deal. The horse is right now 3-5 on the morning line. I think we'll get 4-5, but if we do not, he sent a backup. So if this horse goes below 4-5, the backup bet is a 1-6 straight exacta. So remember that. If it's below 4-5, he goes to a 1-6 straight exacta. That will be the backup bet here. Like I said, 3-5 right now on the morning line or on the current line. We'll see if this horse goes up, down, or whatever. All right, Magic, let's go over to you. Your best bet. Going to Santa Anita. Tell us why.
Yeah, it's a 5-horse race. We're going 2 turns on the dirt, and there's 1 horse with a 19-point advantage when it comes to the time form early pace rating, and that's the number 2 Impossible Task. He is a favorite, probably going to be sub-even money. I'm guessing 4-5, maybe evens on him. You do have a horse in the 3 that's coming off of a win, going a mile here that may take some money, but that horse is moving up in class to the 40K claimer level. Impossible Task is dropping. This is the lowest he's been his entire career. He was in for 100,000. He was in for 50 before. He's never been in for 40 before. And I think this is a great shot for him. A nice little confidence booster. You know, 2 of his 4 career wins have been in Santa Anita on the dirt. I do like that. He's 0-4 at the distance of a mile and a 16th, but he's got a second where he missed to Holden the Loot, which was a good Bob Baffert horse by less than a length. He's been third a couple of times. I think this is a really weak field. I think John Sadler found a good spot for him in here. And Kazushi Kimura, the champion jockey from Woodbine, it took him a while to get going here at Santa Anita, but his wins he's got 5 wins. I think 4 of them have come for John Sadler. So I think this is an up-and-coming pair here at Santa Anita, especially with Flavian Pratt falling apart. I like the 2 Impossible Task here.
Yeah, Flavian Pratt not having a very good meet for sure, burning a lot of money. If we do get below 4-5, which I don't think the source is going below that, but if we do you have another horse for the exacta?
Shoot, I don't want to go chalk. I'll go 2-5 for the exacta on that one.
Okay, like I said, I don't think you'll have to do it, but we'll go 2-5 just in case this horse takes a lot more money than we're expecting. And like I said, with Somich's horse now up to 4-5, so he is at the threshold. So we'll see what happens with that one. All right, best bet of the day, the final one I'll save for me. Oakland Park, race number 7 on the card. I'm going to go with the number 8 horse here, and let me pull up my form if I can real quick. There it is. The number 8 horse, Dioro Street for Robertino Diodoro, stretching out in distance for the first time today, and I really think that's going to be a big-time help. This horse has a pedigree that says the longer, the better. 2 races, has hit the board in both starts. Last time out, got beat only a half length by Classy Bridget, a horse that came back to win next time out pretty impressively against allowance runners. That was kind of a loaded maiden race at Oakland last time out. I think now that we're stretching out in distance, you're going to see this horse kind of take him gate to wire without a lot of trouble. I really think you're going to see a nice performance today from this Diodoro runner. So the number 8 in race 7, Dioro Street, I think it's going to be awfully tough to beat. So that's where I'll go with my best bet today. All right, guys. I don't think we've got it. Magic. You got a comment? What are you shaking your head for?
Who sends a $400,000 horse to Diodoro? Usually, you send a $4,000 horse there, and they become a $400,000 horse magically overnight. That's wow.
It is.
Wow. That's like when they spent what $350 on Chancelot and sent him to Navarro. It was like, okay.
It is an interesting dynamic, isn't it? Yeah. I thought this was very interesting, and it's weird that you look at that pedigree, Magic. I'm sure you can see it and are agreeing that why you like maybe you sprint them once, but why didn't we stretch them out second time? But now we finally are, so we'll see. I'm with you. It is kind of odd, but this horse has far and away the most speed in the race, and so that's the key. Get out in front, and I don't think they'll catch it today, but we'll see. See if the Diodoro juice is working at Oaklawn. All right. That's it for the best bets. Real quick, Sylvain says, are you guys live tomorrow? Yes, we will be live starting at 4 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. So a couple of hours there covering the big races. So, yes, we will be live. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Where is it? There it is. Best bets of the day. Let me get that banner off of there. Here we go to recap them. I'm going Oaklawn, race 7, number 8. Papa Dude's going Boise State plus the 6.5. Going to go against the dock today. Somich is going Gulfstream Park, race 2, the number 1 horse. By the way, 14 minutes to post there for Somich's race. And then Magic going Santa Anita, race 2, number 2. All right, 3 and 4 for the week, down $125. But we heated up Friday, Saturday, Sunday last week. I think we're going to do it again this week, guys. So, all right, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be right back here tomorrow for more Dudes Who Bet Daily.